G'day guys, welcome back to the Aussie Gooner channel, and it's that time again guys. It is that time again. It is North London Derby again. And I've got the man, Prince Fuad, here with me today. And we're going to break this game down to the nitty gritty, the nuts and bolts of it all. But first things first, I'm going to ask Fuad. Fuad, how you been, bro? How's things? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling after this performance we've just had, bro? How you going?
Yo, to be honest with you, I'm happy, bro. I'm happy. Everyone was writing us off. Arsenal fans, a lot of people are writing off. And I know I predicted 2-0 to Arsenal. But when Stupid got sent off, I thought, oh my God,
fucking hell
coming to. But you know what? Arsenal defended Ben White.
50 mil.
People need to put
50 mil. We got ripped off, apparently. Remember, we got ripped off, bro. We got ripped.
Nah, man. Yesterday, Ben White, he read everything right. His clearance, everything he did was right yesterday. His interceptions were right. It's like that last minute. It's like when Gabriel misread it and it went through, and lucky Ben White was there and the keeper come out. And Ben White was there. He read the situation, and bam, it was going. I think Firmino was grinding into an empty net. Bam.
Did you see him? He staunches up in the goal like, it's fucking me and you, mate. It's fucking me and you. Quality. And it was quality. And he put him off the shot. Look, look, Ben White. At the start of the season, I was like, look, he's not looking the best at the moment. But you look at the relationship between him and Gabriel now, and they're fruiting really well. They're coming together so well. They're in sync. They communicate well. And I think, I've said it a few times, I think Ben White has become a better defender with Gabriel beside him. He's learned a lot from Gabriel. And I think the two of them, their communication is fucking phenomenal. In this game, honestly, Liverpool, I honestly predicted us to lose this game, mainly because I looked at our squad real quick. They came out with a full lineup, let's call it, without Mane and Salah, right? And we had Cedric Suarez in there at right back for 10 seconds, right? All of 10 seconds before he fucking limps off. We have a midfield pairing of the man, the myth, Granit Xhaka, and you know the go. We got no Odegaard. We got no ESR. We're bare bones Arsenal. Bare bones Arsenal. And to be perfectly honest, even in the first 25 minutes when it was 11v11, we were going back and forward, they didn't really phase us, really. There wasn't much happening. It was only until fucking Xhaka decided to do a fucking fly kick or some shit. Do what Xhaka does best and get himself a red. And, well, it is what it is. Yo.
You know what? It was, do you know the truth about it is, right?
No.
I think it was a send-off. But at the same time, it's because it was Xhaka. It's like I was speaking to one of my friends yesterday.
Yeah, bro.
If it was, because it was Xhaka,
yep,
the referee just went off. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's got a habit of doing it.
Yeah, bro.
I think if it was any other player, I think they would have got a yellow card for it.
Bro, you know what? You're spot on.
It wasn't like Xhaka wasn't. The Xhaka didn't even see the player. See, so because he's stupid and he's known for doing it, I know it was a bit harsh, but at the same time, he's known for doing it. So it's like you can't even defend him no more. You know, he does stupid things. So, but yesterday, it was like I was saying, his body was like, his head was that way, he didn't see the player. But look, Paul Mercer said that the keeper should have come out quicker instead of Xhaka being in that situation, because the keeper was he was on his line too much. He was like, he was far back. Well, if he would have been up a little bit, he might have got there and cleared it before Xhaka got there. So
it's a good point. It's a good point, but let's be honest, Xhaka not seeing the player. Peripheral vision.
The referee's got in for him anyway. The referee's Xhaka. It doesn't matter. If that was any other player, I'll put my life on it. They would have got a yellow card because he's Xhaka.
Xhaka regarded as the man in red, and that means a card. That means the jersey. That means anything going. If it's red, Xhaka wants it. I mean, Granit Xhaka is the kind of guy that goes and stands at a bus stop and gets a red card. Okay, so you can't do nothing right. But look,
you can't do nothing right. But it wasn't a bit harsh. The send-off wasn't. It was a send-off, but at the same time, it wasn't. You get me? It's like, if it was any other player, I don't think, personally, that's my opinion, I don't think he would have got sent off if it was anyone else. Only because it was Xhaka. He's known for it, and they thought, you know what, see you later.
Granit Xhaka, the new Vinnie Jones? Is that what you're saying? Hashtag Granit Xhaka, the new Vinnie Jones?
Maybe, man.
Maybe, man.
I think if he would have, maybe before that would not have been a send-off, but in this day and age, the new game and the rules and the VAR, everyone knows it was a red card. But I think if it was anyone else, I think it would have been yellow.
Well, end of the day, Granit Xhaka for all his troubles gets a red in this one.
I'll be honest with you, though. Do you know what?
Yep.
Callum Chambers played well. He played very well. They all played well. Callum Chambers, Tini, they all played well. Lacazette was phenomenal, screaming, passionate. I know everyone's going about, we ain't got a midfield. But then people forget, Ben White can play right back, centre back, defensive mid.
Look, to be perfect,
Callum Chambers
CDM.
He can play right back, centre back, defensive mid. We've got 3 players who can play in two players who can play in 3 positions. So I just think if he's going to stick with his guns, then play Callum Chambers in the middle instead of Xhaka, because he doesn't give away stupid fouls. He's quicker than him, and the guy got a football brain.
Look,
it's time for Arsenal to give this kid. It's time for Arteta to think. Do you know what? If I'm really serious about top 4, put him there for now, because I'm putting Sammy Lukonga next to him. I'm putting Holden in the middle.
You reckon?
Right back, Ben White. Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
Holden didn't do nothing wrong yesterday.
No, he didn't. But against Man City, he did. Now, don't get me wrong. Holding. Look, we're going to have to play. We're going to have to stretch our squad. We don't have the depth, right? We don't have the depth. I mean, I think when it comes to this game, this is what I worry about. I go, Arsenal right now are on not a bit of a, like, you can say a bit of a high, because we went in with a misfit team, a mismatched team against Liverpool. And no, we didn't get a win, but the result that we got, nobody could believe it. So I believe that we're going to come in, ego out, very, very charged, very positive against Tottenham. I don't know if you feel the same way. I think this game is going to help Arsenal friggin' pretty much maybe step into the game against Tottenham, even with the gaps that we got, still come out there thinking we got this shit, regardless of their...
I agree. I think Arsenal will do Tottenham. I think we'll do Tottenham. I know people think, no, I think we'll do Tottenham.
I think we can beat Tottenham hands down in this game.
I'm not going about it. I know they look tired and all that. They get paid a lot of money to get tired. So, yeah, they're doing their job. Do you know what I mean? That's, you know what, Arsenal fans, when they see that huffing and puffing all the time, that's how they used to play back in the day. You know? When the team gives 100%, they go into another game going to 100%. That's what we want to see more often. Them earning their money. I know they look tired and all that, but they're not tired. They're athletes. They will recover within 24 hours and their body, let's go again. They're not like us. We're going to go and have a Mars bar and a milkshake and then we'll go to the gym again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Guys don't do none of that. They got nutrition. They got all the sources, the science, biology. They got it all. So
sleep patterns are all measured. The whole lot.
Yeah.
The whole lot.
We won't be tired to Tottenham.
No, I don't think we're going to be tired. I think we're going to be charged. I think we're going to go in there after this Liverpool game going, this was Liverpool. And then we can say, look at Manchester City, right? I look at Manchester City, the game against City. I look at the game against Liverpool. Those are 2 games that we were written off in, correct? And those were 2 games. The Manchester City game, right? We took the game to City like no one other. We could have won that game if we had 11v11. Plain and fucking simple. The Liverpool game we were written off. Again, Arsenal sit in and we get a result. Now Tottenham, being Tottenham, right? They are right now. Yeah. If I'm Conte right now, if I'm Conte, am I worried? Am I looking at that from Arsenal and thinking, what do I do here? Does Conte come out right now? Is Conte going to come out and play the typical, line up at the back, defensive football and try and hit us on a counter? Or is he going to try and go for it? Because to be perfectly honest, I think if he goes for it, this game could turn into another 3-1 to Arsenal. I really believe that. Even with the squad that we've got, even with the players that we got, I think we can break them apart, bro. What do you reckon?
I agree. I don't think. Do you know people about Tottenham? Like Tottenham, yeah, they played well. They played well against Watford. It took them like how many? 196 minutes. 96 minutes to score the goal. Was it 93 minutes?
It was late, bro. It wasn't a convincing game against Watford, bro.
Do you know what? Everyone's like, oh, Tottenham. Listen, Arsenal will beat Tottenham.
I think we can beat them with the squad that we've got. I think we'll beat them with this squad. This squad that we put out there, I think we can beat them.
I'm not scared. You know what? I'll play that Hutchinson, that young Hutchinson, Aziz, if they're calling him back. I'll rather them than Xhaka, because you know what? They need a chance.
Bro, you could put...
the point? You're gambling someone. You guarantee you're going to give you a red card or give away a penalty. You might as well gamble a kid who might not do a mistake.
At least you got him for 90 minutes.
I just create him. Yeah. You might as well play a kid if that's the case, because the kid can come on and score a wonder goal, and his career starts from then. Yeah, man, we got some good reserves. We got some top players in the reserves. And even yesterday, when you see the young players on the squad, they're good players. All right, well, they had a bad game. You don't, because they have one bad game. You don't
write them off.
You don't run them off from the one bad game. Like you don't write off their career because they had one bad game against Nottingham Forest. You know what I mean? You can't do that. They're good young players. I'd rather them than Xhaka anyway. That's my opinion.
Look,
and I think a lot of Arsenal fans have the same opinion.
Oh,
rather them than Xhaka.
Pretty much. I mean, look, Xhaka, I'm not a fan of Xhaka. I've only defended him because his performances have been half decent. But we all know Granit Xhaka, like a Shkodran Mustafi, has got a stupid moment in him in every game. And in this game...
He's alive in him.
Sorry?
You know, Mustafi's never left.
Yeah, no, bro. His aura is still fucking there.
Yeah. Xhaka is a continuation of the philosophy of Mustafi.
Fucking badly, bro. Fucking badly, bro.
Failed philosophy with them two. That's all they are. They both dive, bro. It's madness.
It's shambles between those two players. It's a shambles with those two players.
Lucky when you got one. When we had two, it was like that was the philosophy of Arsenal. And what Xhaka's doing is just continuation of it. He's trying to continue this nonsense. The guy's a good player, but he's stupid. And stupid and good don't go together.
Nah, bro. You can't.
He just can't help himself.
He could have.
He was a bit harsh yesterday.
Yeah, but he didn't need to. He didn't need to move the way he did. He didn't need to put a high boot in. He had the angle covered. He had the angle covered. No, he wasn't, bro. It was just rash. It was daft. It was stupid. It was Granit Xhaka all in one. And this is what Jose Mourinho wants. Remember, he's been linked to going to Roma, and to be perfectly honest, he can take him, bro, as long as you pay us. Look, we were talking we were talking about Tottenham's last couple of games and our last couple of games, yeah? And I looked at Tottenham's last couple of games, and we all know them. The only game that they had that was half decent, let's be honest, they played Palace. They beat a 10-man Palace 3-0, yeah? They beat a 10-man Palace 3-0, whatever. They got that win. And then they moved on to Southampton. Now, I watched this game against Southampton. I remember watching this game and I'm like, all right. Now, they barely got a draw against Southampton. They couldn't break down Southampton. It was a 1-1. And, of course, the Watford game. Now, I look at those three games and I go, okay, Conte, he's supposed to be a world-class manager, right? Fuad? World-class. And usually when you get a manager in, right, you get the new manager bounce. You know that new manager bounce everyone talks about? Is this the new manager bounce? 3-0 here against Palace, 1-1 against Southampton, 1-0 against Watford. If that's the bounce, if that's the fucking Conte effect, they got fucking some real troubles coming up against Arsenal because that ain't shit.
If you heard the #1 song in London?
Sing it to me, bro. Sing it to me. I know you got the voice for it. Everybody wants to hear you sing it.
It's the #1 song in it. Tottenham gets battered everywhere they go. Tottenham gets battered. Everywhere they go, everywhere they go. That's #1 in the UK. That's #1 in the UK.
That's #1 on the that's the #1 on the charts, huh?
#1 in London charts, North London charts, West London, in Chelsea, Arsenal, everywhere they go. That's #1, and that song is #1. Every fan base sings that song.
They're not convincing.
The Premier League's gonna release a CD with it, hopefully now, so we can all blast it in our cars too.
Well, you know what? Levy would be happy to release it as long as he can make some money so he can sign some fucking players.
Oh, yeah,
any which way Tottenham can make $1, they'll fucking make. I'm telling you that now. Like, I look at that. I'm not impressed. I know. Look at us, right? We smashed Leeds. We fucked Leeds. Okay, we did a demolition job on Norwich, right? And I know, who's Leeds, who's Norwich? We demoed them, bro. Manchester City, Liverpool. Now, Manchester City, I touched on it before. We took the game to City like no one else did. Liverpool had no chance against us. Now, if I'm Tottenham right now, I look at that. If I'm Conte, I look and go, we're in fucking trouble. Doesn't matter who I put on the fucking pitch. These guys are believing in the process. They're coming at teams. They're going in there like they're invincible. And to be perfectly honest, I think that at the moment, with the draw against Liverpool, with our present form, I think Tottenham have got a lot to chew on right now. And I think the battles that we're going to have in the midfield, I know we're going to have Lokonga in there, right? Now, my problem here is with having Lokonga in the midfield next to a Callum Chambers or such, could make us slow in the mid. Now, I wonder do we stick with a Lokonga and a Callum Chambers, right? Because it's going to be, that's going to make the most sense in the world. Do we stick with a Lokonga and a Callum Chambers in the middle of the park? Or do we start a young fella? Do we start a Patino next to Lokonga?
No. Do you know what? To be honest with you, I'd rather.
Do you think it's too big?
I'd rather Arteta put Callum Chambers there. He's fast. He's experienced. He can read the game well. He's going to get him back. You don't play right back unless you're fast and you know how to play football. He's a good right back. You know, I know he is a good right back, and he's a good defensive midfielder, and he's a good centre half. So Callum Chambers now is when we need him. You know,
play that CDM.
Yeah, play with defensive mid, and if you know, I play Lokonga there because Lokonga played well yesterday.
Goes forward well.
Played very well yesterday. He gave the ball away. See, once or twice, passed the ball back, but after that, he didn't do it. Like he never made that mistake again. So if I was Arteta, I'll put Callum Chambers there. I'll put Lokonga there. Then I'll put Holden centre half, and I'll put Ben White right back. Less Tomiyasu fit. Then I'll put Tomiyasu right back, and then Callum Chambers in his defensive mid. Because he's got to go with experience.
Yeah.
There's no point.
I feel you.
He's got to go with experience. He's got to go with experience. And if one of you rushes Smith Rowe back and Tomiyasu back, don't rush him back. Just go with it. Just go with the flow. And then if apparently Tomiyasu had a little knock, he could be back. He could be fit for Tottenham.
I'm hearing that.
Both about Smith Rowe, Odegaard, and Tomiyasu. Hopefully he's back for next week Liverpool picture. So yeah, get to the final, win this game. I think we'll beat Tottenham. Get to the finals. We got a lovely 2 weeks off, and then it's going to be then Arsenal are going to be ready, pumped up for that final. When Arsenal plays on the 10th, they got an FA Cup fixture, they got a Champions League fixture.
Yeah,
we got a week off. We got another week off. Like we get like a nice 2 week break. When everyone else gets, I think,
recuperate.
Arsenal, yeah, recharge your battery. They're going to be ready, and when we get to that final, we're going to be like, Chelsea will know what hit them.
No, look, I think Chelsea are going to be stretched, and I don't think Chelsea at the moment are in the best of form. I don't reckon they are. I think, you know what? You know how everyone talks about Arsenal, right? And they say, oh, in December, Arsenal usually falls apart, December and January, right? It hasn't been... Arsenal haven't really fallen apart in December and January. You know how they all talk that shit? Now, I know Liverpool was a how you going game. We only drew. And I know we lost against City, but we should have won, right? But in previous seasons, this is where we usually drop points in January. I'm looking at this squad right now. A bunch of young players, misfits in this squad right now. Not the full line. And, you know, we were touching base on this. I'm starting to notice that every player that's coming in, regardless if he's on the bench, if he's in the reserves, comes in and puts a shift in and knows his position. Have you noticed it? Because you were talking about this to me one time, and I'm noticing this. Yeah. Guys are coming off the bench, and they're not stale. They're ready to go.
Listen, the guy, you know, people don't realize, and I've been trying to tell this to a lot of people, all right? Arteta has come in and changed the structure, and it takes a while to do it. You know, it took Klopp 2 years or 3 years to do it. He's done it in like 2.5 years. He's done it in a lesser space, like now, and now it's only starting to work. And now you can see already they've got a structure for defense, and a structure to go forward. They got a plan A and a plan B. That's shown yesterday. We got a plan A and a plan B. Liverpool only got a plan A.
That's right.
If you start lumping the ball up, they can't even beat you with 10 men.
No,
Jeremy, they're gonna come. We know already they're gonna come at us in the Emirates, and we know we need to have one. And it'll be 1-0 Arsenal. This time, though, Arsenal will show up in the Emirates. The home fan. Do you know what? I'm tempted to go to that game. You know, tempted.
Don't be tempted.
Cold, man.
Don't be. Come on now, man. The fuck up. I'm sitting in Australia in 25 degrees at 9:30 at night, guys, and this guy's talking about
25 go down degrees.
At night. At night. You want to try during the day, bro? By all means, cuz come out our way. Try it out in the day, bro. When we're sitting in the 35s, 36s, and that's normal. You know what I mean? That's normal. Humidity through the fucking roof, man. Trust me, man. I'll take the cold all day. I'll take the cold all day.
No. Do you know what? North London's cold, man. It's too cold, man.
Bro, I don't envy you guys for weather. I don't envy that fucking freezing cold temperatures and shit, bro. Like snow.
It's so cold, your fingers will drop off.
The wind chill. I heard about wind chill and that. You get hit by a bit of a breeze and it's fucking all over. And I'm like, fuck that shit.
It's cold, man. It's cold.
Fuck that shit, mate.
But I think on Thursday, the only good thing about it, Odegaard's back, Smith Rowe's back, and hopefully Tommy Asu might be back for the Tottenham game anyway. So
I'm hearing that. That Tomi Asu could be back, and that's why I'm thinking Holding could sit. See, I looked at this game and I thought, if we get Tomi Asu back, our back line is at full strength, which is fucking phenomenal, because then Tottenham have got fucking no chance at scoring. To have Callum Chambers play CDM, which he's played before, isn't a bad fit. And again, we've got a Patino on the bench that could come in the second half, or later in the game.
I know Hutchin. Have you seen that Hutchin? He can lick a ball, man. He's got a good shot.
I haven't seen too much of him.
Yeah, I seen him play the other day against Chelsea.
Yeah?
He's quality.
Yeah, bro? Well,
good.
This is the question. Like, I'm thinking to myself, is Arteta gonna now start diving into his younger squads, into his younger players? This is the opportunity now that we've got players that are on, African Cup of Nations at Partey. We've got COVID coming in, and just because COVID is here doesn't mean it's come and gone. COVID is still going to be around. Now, I'm thinking to myself, will Arteta take opportunities, not in the Tottenham game, I'm saying in the games coming up, to start using a lot more of these younger talents? Because to be perfectly honest, you got to give credit to our academy. I mean, look at Bukayo Saka and look at friggin' Emil Smith Rowe. They both came out of the academy and they're fucking quality. And I mean, everyone's screaming and yelling the praises of Patino. Have we got more diamonds in the rough, bro? That's my question. Do we have more diamonds in the rough?
We have. Yeah, you got that Aziz on loan on Portsmouth. He's going to be another one. We've got some good youngsters coming up. And I know people say they're not ready now, but they haven't had a chance for you to judge them.
Mate,
you've got to judge them, really. Like
baptism under fire, bro. Baptism under fire. We need you now. Get in, son.
What happened when Wayne Rooney scored the cracker against Arsenal, against Everton? How old was he?
Oh,
forget that.
Fuck, no one remembers that shit.
Yeah, so it could happen. It could happen. Like, so anything can happen in football. I'm not saying it will happen, but it could happen.
Oh, bro, look.
I just think the youngsters are good enough, though. We've got some good youngsters. But at the same time, now let's touch on the transfer if you want. They got to bring a player. If they want to get top four, they have to bring players in, even though the youngsters are good enough. But
you're taking the words out of my mouth, Fuad. I was getting into the transfers, and we need a striker, and we've needed a midfielder, and we've been linked to Vlahovic, my man. And I'm thinking,
Your cousin.
my uncle, bro. I mean, I want that guy at fucking Arsenal yesterday. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure Arsene Wenger wanted him a couple of years ago, but we won't get into that. But now we're trying to make moves in the transfer window. We're trying to show that we're serious. I can only see us making one signing this transfer window. I can't see two. I know we need a midfielder and a striker, but I can't see Arsenal signing two players this transfer window. I'm happy if we sign a player of Vlahovic's stature, mainly because he's young, he's in wonderful form, and I think he'll fit into the squad. I was talking about Tielemans earlier this year, and now we're linked to him again. I would love to see Tielemans in the midfield, but I don't see it happening in this transfer window. But I would love to see him in this midfield. He'd be immense next to Partey. Fuad, if you got a choice now, what do? You can only get one player. It's either going to be a guy up front or the guy in the middle of the park. What you doing, bro? Who's your man and what you doing?
If it was me, I'll bring in our striker.
And who's the man?
I'll bring in your cousin, the Serbian guy.
You bring him in. Of course you bring that motherfucker in. Of course you bring him.
You know, I'll bring not only because we need like, you know what? I look at it like this, all right?
Yeah.
Where we are now, and for our strikers aim to be firing, we're in a good position. Look at it like that. So if we have a striker, so say when he comes, even if he scores from now to the end of the season, say we targeted 10 goals, just from him, 10 goals. And I'm midfield scoring all the goals. This season, you know, Bynum has scored any in the league. Have he scored in the league? I'm not sure. Like I said, I've only scored. Think of it like this, all right?
We're not firing. Look, our number 9 is a false 9. Yeah. Well, let's be honest. We're playing with a false 9.
In every away game this season, no striker has scored for Arsenal except one game, and that was a penalty was it against Norwich? Lacazette. Think of it.
I mean, Oba scored.
Well, against who?
Oba scored that penalty against Villa. Remember that bobble up between Martinez? Took the shot. Martinez saved it. Oba comes in, knocks it in the back of the net.
Was that home? That was home, or that wasn't away?
I think it was home, wasn't it?
That was in the Emirates. I'm talking about away.
Oh, you're talking about away. Sorry, bro. Yeah, no.
Our
no.
away record. I think our away record, the only striker who scored was Lacazette, and I was against Norwich.
I think you might be right.
On Boxing Day. So no striker have scored. Actually, you can even name those strikers. Our first game away against Burnley, it was Martin Odegaard. The second game against Leicester was Smith Rowe and Gabriel. The other away game was obviously was it Leeds? No, Leeds, we played them at home. Did we play Leeds at home? No, we beat them away, innit?
No, we beat them away, didn't we?
Yeah, and who scored? Martin Odegaard.
Odegaard put it away. Smith Rowe scored. He come off the bench, didn't he?
Yeah, Smith Rowe scored off the bench. Thomas Partey.
Did he?
Partey, yeah. Partey scored the header, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Thomas Partey and Saka.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Saka scored 2. Partey and Smith Rowe.
Yeah, and Smith. That's right. And Smith Rowe coming off the bench. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So all our away games.
It's our wingers that are doing all the work. It's our midfield doing our work, and our number 9 is a false 9.
You know, prefer to lose Lacazette, but I wouldn't even even if he does come in, it's just like you can't drop Lacazette in the present moment because the players are playing with him good. So
now look,
even if he does come in,
I don't drop Lacazette. I've said it. Lacazette brings great link-up play to Arsenal. We're playing teams with a false 9 right now. Lacazette's putting in passes. Lacazette's linking up play really well. Lacazette's commanding the friggin' squad when they're down. He's a great captain. I honestly think that Lacazette needs another contract. I don't want to get rid of him because he adds depth. I mean, we get rid of Lacazette, and I know Nketiah is out the window, right? Then who do we have on the bench for our striker? Even if we do get Vlahovic, we've got nothing. We've got no one. So I think Lacazette's a kind of player I want to hold on to, even though he's aging. Mainly because he brings that energy to the club. He's sort of the older head.
Even if you look at the Everton game, all right. I know we lost that game and everyone was kicking ballistic, but you got to understand, Nketiah is Mr. Sitter. Sitter, and what's it called, Mr. Sitter? See, that's what I'm saying. That's why we need a striker. Because if a decent striker was on the pitch,
that was in the back of the net.
Yeah,
that game changes, bro.
From now to the end of the season, it's like against Manchester United. Like we were playing against Man United, and then if you think about it, Manchester United, same again. All our midfield scored.
Right, we're playing with a false 9. Seriously, we're not playing with a striker. Yeah. We don't have anyone firing.
I remember one game Tini scored 2.
Yeah.
I can't remember what game it was. I think it was Norwich.
Yeah, he put it.
So Gabriel scored.
It was a tight shot too. I think it came out off the inside of the post.
Something like that. Yeah. So our strikers, we scored it. The only goal we got away was Lacazette, and that was a penalty against Norwich. So Arsenal do need a striker. So if it was me, I'd rather get a striker than a midfielder, because I think we can cope with the middle. Because you got to bear in mind, if it depends how long they're in African Cup of Nations. If for instance, if Partey team loses again, he's coming home.
He's coming home. That's right. And then we'll have Partey back. And then, of course, we've got Sambi Lokonga there. We've got Callum Chambers for a while. We've got some youngsters also from the academy. Look, I reckon that Vlahovic should probably be... I agree with you. I think Vlahovic is probably our number 1 target. And we can knock on the door of Tielemans, hopefully, after the season's done and dusted.
Tielemans, there's no point now. There's no point. What's the point? He's got 18 months left on his contract. Wait till the summer.
If we wait till the end, if we wait till next season, to the start of next season, we could pick him up for a little bit less and chuck him into a midfield. Then I rate the midfielder. I think he's a quality midfielder.
You go into, it's like he's got a year left in the season. Go into the season starts. Come January here today, he's got 6 months left. They're gonna sell him, Leicester.
And we can pick him up. And that's a guy we should be trying to target. I mean, now is a bit early. It'd be great if we knock on the door and pick up him and Vlahovic now. I don't see it happening, but I'd be very happy to see Vlahovic come in because it'll add goals.
Vlahovic is good. We need Vlahovic because we need to give Martinelli a bit of a rest, Saka a bit of a rest.
Take the emphasis off these two players. Take the emphasis off them too, because you have Vlahovic in the middle. Everybody worries about the striker now, and then it opens up for Martinelli. It opens up for Saka, and creates more trouble.
But they need a rest. Like I think from now, like when Pepe comes back, I think Arteta needs to play Pepe and give Saka a bit of a rest. You could see yesterday, he will burn. You could see yesterday, it's like he took a painkiller in the middle of the pitch. So it's time for Arteta to start like rotating a little.
Rotating these players.
You can't just play and run him to the ground. No, you need a rest.
Definitely.
So they're gonna obviously the good thing about it is they got 2 weeks off, but Saka's going to England. It was international break. So we ain't having no rest. So
it's non-stop. It's non-stop action, man. And we do have Pepe. We can use him in some of these games here and there. It's just, look, unfortunately, Arsenal haven't got the depth of other teams. Right? We all know it. With the squad that we've got at the moment, I think we're doing very well. And we got to give Arteta some credit there, and I will. I mean, I'm not saying...
big time.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit there and say he's God's gift, but a spade. Like I gave Xhaka credit for the performances as of late, I have to give credit. I have to give Mikel Arteta some credit for his foresight, and to be able to take a team that we have at the moment, whether it be COVID, whether it be injuries, whether it be lack of depth, and be able to take it to teams like Manchester City, to take it to teams to Liverpool, and to have the team sitting in the top half of the table. With the lack of depth, with the lack of real investment. Let's be perfectly honest, 150 odd million this transfer window seems like a lot, but look at the amount of players we got, bro. Most teams don't go and spend 150 million and buy this many players. They buy 3 at best.
Yeah, yesterday it's like Sammy Lokonga yesterday. I think that was one of the best performances I've seen him play for Arsenal yesterday. He was jumping up, he was winning headers, he played very well.
I think everyone did, but man, I think everyone joined in this game, and it was a team effort.
You know what, their headers, like the timing, they White and the timing. Only like Gabriel mistimed that header. That was the only mistake they did. And I know the ball dropped the thing and he hit it wide, but you know what? You need a bit of luck sometimes, and that's football for you. Look,
you can't be perfect in every single game. No team is perfect. You know what I mean? And when you're playing with 10 men against Liverpool, who are only missing mainly really 2 key players, and for us,
4-0.
Sorry, yeah, but dude, I read the game off. When Xhaka got the red, I went, it's all over. These guys are going to score now. There's no way.
I thought, you know what? I got it. We're still in a tie, and Arsenal played like with our feet, like never give up.
I'm loving what I'm seeing there. The never die attitude is starting to show in Arsenal, and I saw it a lot. When I saw him against City, that's when it was fucking clear as day. This is a team that went in there and said, we don't give a shit. We're standing here. We're going to be right here and we're coming at you. Let's see what you got. Same thing with Liverpool. And look, to be perfectly honest, if I'm Tottenham right now, I'm fucking shaking in my bloody boots because they're going to drop 3 points, right? There's another game in hand out the fucking window. And to be honest, look, before I wrap it up, I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to do formation real quick. What formation do you see us playing against Tottenham? The formation. I know we've already touched on the players. We already know who's going to be playing. We both agree that Tomi, if he's fit, he's going to start, and we both agree that Callum Chambers can be in the middle of the park. But your formation against Tottenham with the players that we have, what are you thinking? Are you thinking 4-2-3-1? Are you thinking 4-4-2? Fuad, it's you. You're the manager.
Against Tottenham. I'm not sure, but I play 4-4-2, you know.
You play 4-4-2?
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking? I like 4-4-2, but I think against Tottenham I want to play 4-2-3-1. With Lokonga and Callum Chambers, and I want to take the game to them. I want to press the living fucking daylights out of them because I think they got goals fucking to concede. And I want this to be a fucking slapping. And that's why I'm going to say now the last bits. Who wins? Who scores? And what's the score? Who wins? Can we both agree Arsenal?
Yeah, Arsenal win.
Arsenal going to win this, right?
Yeah.
Who scores?
I think Martinelli and Sambi Lokonga.
I like that. I'm thinking Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, because I'm going for a funny scoreline. Now you can already see what my scoreline's going to be. And I'm also fucking picking on a Sambi Lokonga to score in this game, funnily enough. I honestly think he'll fucking put one away. He's going to step up in this game.
And I forgot to say, Ben White's going to score off a header.
Well, there you go, and Ben White. So, what's your score? What's your score prediction?
3-0.
3-0? I'm thinking the same thing. I don't think they're going to...
I'm going Martinelli,
Mm-hmm.
Sambi Lokonga, and Ben White.
I'm going 3-0 as well. He's doing those three. You can't see me. And I'm going Martinelli, Saka, and I'm going to go with Lokonga in the middle of the park to get himself a goal. And I honestly think that we're going to slap Spurs up. The same thing. 3-0. It's going to be great for our goal difference. It's going to be 3 more points to Arsenal. It's going to be 3 more points those fuckers drop. And then we're going to go on to Liverpool. And we're going to fuck them up too. What do you reckon? Does that sound about right to you? It sounds about right to me.
Yeah, we'll do Liverpool. Yeah.
That's in a nutshell. Now look.
I'm confident we'll do Liverpool.
After that performance from them, I'm confident too, because I think the pressure's on them now. They're like doing this.
And I think I'm not going to take it away. You know what? To be honest with you, I'm not going to be thinking. I think yesterday when he took off his big boys, I think Klopp when he took off, he brought on Gomez, he brought on the youngsters. I think he might start with the youngsters in the Emirates. I don't think he's going to play the same team.
You know what? Knowing Klopp, I reckon Klopp will probably play the same team, and then he's going to be in the interview going, well, COVID stuffed us up, and Henderson wasn't on his best fucking this. Every excuse under the sun when you lose this game.
I think he will play. I think he might play just a bit of a weaker team. That's my opinion. I don't know, but he might do. I got a feeling he might play Gomez and maybe Van Dijk. He might rest Van Dijk. Because
Van Dijk's being pressed, but Van Dijk's playing a lot of football.
Game, yeah. So I think he might give Van Dijk a bit of a rest, and I think he might give his wing backs a bit of a rest.
Well, that means no Trent, no Robertson.
I think he might give him a little rest. I don't know. I might be wrong. Klopp might just think, you know what? I might go for the Champions League, the FA Cup. You know, because their squad ain't big enough to play like
they haven't got the depth. They haven't the Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup. It's too much.
Then they have the final. Then they got the Champions League. Then they play Manchester City. Then they play Man United. Then they play. Do you get me? So it's like.
And then it's COVID as well. As long as COVID don't come knocking, you know what I mean. So it's a lot.
They don't have all these games called off because you've got to look at bear in mind that Liverpool asked for the game to get called off on Thursday. But then on Sunday they got a full team out, and they said they had a lot of COVID. They had a lot of COVID issues. Then on Sunday, they played a strong team. Then people expect them to play reserve, and then on Arsenal again, they got a team. So if you had a COVID, if you're calling off the game for COVID issues, how come 48 hours later you could play a full team of 11? So
you're telling me Liverpool have got the cure for COVID?
No, I'm saying to you is it don't make sense.
That's it sounds like a bit of bullshit. That's what it sounds like to me. Yeah. That's putting it nicely. But look, end of the day, this is Arsenal, and everything goes against Arsenal. So we just got to take it on the chin and fucking just go out there, show up like we have been. All I want right now is I want to focus on these 2 games and then the rest. So 3 points against Tottenham, I think is going to not be a given, but we're pretty happy with that. And let's see what we bring up against Liverpool. I'm just hoping for a strong performance in both games. That's what I want. I want the guys to go out there and do exactly what they've been doing, leaving it all out on the pitch. Because every time they do, Fuad, me and you are sitting here smiling proud, regardless if win, lose, or draw. It's about the passion. Yeah. And these guys are fucking showing us some passion, bro.
Yeah, man.
So, guys, look, that's pretty much our wrap up, guys. That's the North London Derby. That's our preview. Tell us what you guys think below. Comment, like, subscribe. Fuad, can you let the guys know where they can find you? Little bit of a plug, bro.
Just Prince Fuad Tv. If you want to subscribe. That's it, really, bro.
Cool, bro. You can also find him on Instagram. I'm on Insta as well, guys. So if you can, like, share, subscribe, jump on Fuad's YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure everyone has. I'm only small. He's massive, this guy. This guy knows his shit. This is why I like dealing with Fuad. No nonsense, you know what I mean? He is Arteta in. Oh, come on, bro. Look, he is Arteta in, but you got to value the guy's opinion. Everyone's opinion is relative. And you know what? You can't fucking argue with the man right now, can you? Nobody can be arguing with Fuad right now. Everyone's gonna be going, oh fuck. So look,
I'm a lot of people.
So look, watch out on this channel, guys. We'll be doing the review soon. Hopefully, we come out with 3 points and smiles and laughs. Fuad, I hope you can join me for that one. And me and you can sit down and break that game down and have a bit. And look, you know, we'll have our coffee. We'll sit down, we'll have our coffee, and we'll just be like 3 points in the bag. Thanks, Tottenham. Thanks for coming, bro. Appreciate that. And we can keep climbing that ladder. To be honest, guys, look, I appreciate you guys watching this show all the way to the end. Please like, share, and subscribe. From the Aussie Gooner to everyone out there, it's Uru, guys. Uru.
Uru.